So I'm going to have you keep your eyes closed for this little test. And I'm going to say 2 words and you tell me if both words are the same or if they're different. Okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. Bike, bite. Are these words the same or different?
Different.
Okay, next one. Are these words the same or different? Cows, cows.
Same.
Okay, next one. Record responses for subtest 1. You would mark the client's response, whether they say the same or different. And if they respond in a way that is incorrect, you would circle what they said and then put a slash through it. I'm just going to ask you to say some things to me, okay?
Yeah.
Say cowboy.
Cowboy.
Now say it without boy.
Cow.
Say weekend.
Weekend.
Now say it without end.
Week.
Say toothpick.
Toothpick.
Now say it without pick.
Tooth.
To mark responses for subtest 2, you would put a 1 for what they get correct and a 0 for what they get incorrect. So I'm going to say some sounds, and when I'm finished, you say the sound, you say the word that the sounds make. So, for example, if I say s-at, that's the word sat. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. T-a-b.
Cow.
Good. Alright, s-o. I can repeat this one. So what word does this make? S-o.
Go.
Okay. To mark the responses for subtest 3, if they get it correct, you would put a 1, and if they get it incorrect, you would put a slash through the number and leave the space blank. I'm going to say some sets of numbers, and when I'm finished with each set, you repeat them back to me in the same order as you heard them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, listen carefully because I can't repeat them once we start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 6, 4.
I don't know what to do.
It's okay. Can you repeat them back to me?
Yeah. I forgot.
It's okay. We're going to do some other ones. Okay? So when I say 3, 8, you would say 3, 8. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So 7, 5.
Okay.
What numbers did I say?
7, 5.
Oh, perfect. When recording responses for subtest 4, you write the client's responses on the response line exactly how they say them. And if the response is correct, you would put a 2 in the scoring line for no errors. And depending on the error type, you would put in the appropriate number. So if it's an omitted digit, substituted digit, or inserted digit, you would put a 0. And if they gave it out of order, you would put a 1. So I'm going to say some numbers, and then I want you to tell me them backwards. So if I say 4, 3, then you would say 3, 4. Okay?
Okay.
All right. 7, 3.
3, 7.
Okay. 4, 9.
9, 4.
Recording responses for subtest 5 is similar to subtest 4. You record the responses on the response line, and exactly as the client says, and then you record which error type off to the side. If there are no errors, you put a 2. If there are out of order numbers, you put a 1. And if it was omitted, substituted, or inserted digit, you put a 0. I'm going to say some words, and when I'm finished, you repeat them back to me, okay? Alright, so if I say rock car, you say rock car. Alright, tree, hill.
Tree hill.
Good. Cat, shoe.
Cat shoe.
For subtest 6, when recording responses, you would write numbers above the words in which order the child said it. And if it's out of order, you would also mark that. And similarly, you would write the number of the error type. If there is no error, you record a 2. If it's out of order, then you record a 1. And if they omitted, substituted, or inserted a word, it would be a 0. I'm going to say a sentence, and when I'm finished, you tell me what you heard exactly, okay?
Okay.
Alright, first we're going to practice, and once I say it, I can't repeat it, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so this is practice 1. Alright, sit still. What did I say?
Sit still.
Oh, good. Okay. Alright, here's the next one. Give the book to Mary.
Give the book to Mary.
Draw a circle.
Draw a circle. To
record responses for subtest 7, you would write the number above the word or parts of the sentence that in the order that the client says it. If the client omits a word and inserts a new one, you would cross out that word and put what they said. If the client inserts a word, you would note what word they inserted. And then off to the side, you would mark the error type. 2 is no error, 1 is out of order, and 0 is omitted, substitute, or insert words. I'm going to have you listen to what I'm going to tell you, and then when I'm done, I'm going to ask you questions about what you heard. And listen carefully, because I can't repeat them once we start, okay?
Okay.
All right. Sometimes trees grow in rocks. Where do trees sometimes grow?
In rocks.
Okay. Mark made a tuna sandwich for lunch. What kind of sandwich did Mark make?
Tuna sandwich.
For which meal did he make the sandwich?
For him.
Okay. When recording responses for subtest 8, you would record exactly what the client says, and paraphrasing is okay in this test. The appropriate responses are in parentheses. If the client gets it correct, you would put a 1. If they get it incorrect, you would put a slash through the number and leave the space blank. That's fine. All right, so I'm going to read some sentences and then ask you a question. Listen carefully because I cannot repeat the sentences, okay? Toby told Jake, "My kitten just said hello to me," and Jake laughed. Why did Jake laugh?
Because the kitty said hello to the other boy.
When Jason fell out of the tree, he cried. Why did Jason cry?
Because he fell out of the tree.
Okay.
When recording responses for subtest 9, the correct answers are given below. Paraphrasing is okay as long as the meaning is not changed. If the student or client gets the answer correct, you would put a 1 in the blank. And if they get it incorrect, you would put a 0, and then you would put a slash through the number that they got incorrect. And if they say anything other than what is listed, then you would write out verbatim their response to the side.